We're about to find our first team that'll be heading into the conference finals. Once again, my name is Blue. Joining me here on the desk this evening in Stokes, and we've got 92 Dream Team. Ooh. They're going up against Team USA themselves. Rogue, who is still attempting to re-qualify, tried 3 times in Stage 1. They did make it to the conference finals, if I remember correctly, but failed in that conference finals matchup.
Yeah, on Coastline versus R-Bad.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We do want to be encouraging you guys in the meanwhile to be signing up to play in these weekly cups, which start every Saturday night. You can find all the information you need on how to start, join, or just look at the rosters and find all the information you know how to follow the league at the link right here. Play.r6usnationals.com is your hub for all the play and all the US Nationals.
Yeah, stuffs and things.
Yeah.
All the stuffs and things.
A lot of fun stuff on there.
All the stuffs and things. But most importantly, make sure you guys share your thoughts with us about all the things we could possibly improve on, the things that you love, and everything else in between using hashtag R6USN, which will hopefully... There it is. We love you guys back there, let me tell you. Anyways, make sure you use that hashtag, share your thoughts, ask us questions and stuff along those lines. You can even have that answered on the recap show on Mondays, which will start up once again this following week. So make sure to get your questions in there for any and all of us, if you dare choose.
Guys, so let's talk a little bit more about this matchup. 92 Dream Team. There's been a lot of hype behind these guys recently. If you weren't with us for this other matchup, talk a little bit more about them once again. They bring a very, well, chaotic is another way. I'm just going to go with different words to describe their play style throughout the broadcast. Chaotic is the one I'm going to use now, play style, especially on their attacking and defensive sides throughout the course of these matchups. Rogue, of course, a team that we know and love, or hate, depending on if you're a fan of them or not. We can take a look at the veto and see where exactly this matchup is going to go. We've been pretty varied on the maps. We haven't snuck a new cafe in there yet, of course, but let's see if it's going to remain the case or if we're going to stick with some of the older maps. And the answer is old maps. Clubhouse. Still a fun map, though.
Hold on, I'm looking up the thesaurus so that we can possibly say as many variants of vicious as possible to describe 92 Dream Team. But no, as you said, they are just an extremely aggressive team. That's what they're known for. They're known for that NA ranked style of play, and it's gotten them to where they are today. So, I mean, don't knock it until you try it, because it got them all the way to Pro League, and that's all you have to say. I mean, there is no more argument at that point. Now, do they find success in PL? That is the main thing, and do they find success tonight? They haven't faced off against Rogue just yet, so tonight will be the first instance of that. We get to Cast It Blue, which will be very, very exciting. So again, best of 1 for all of you just joining us here. So it is going to be on Clubhouse as you saw.
All right, we could take a look at the community vote and see what you guys at home thought of this matchup, see who was going to win it. And again, all of our community votes have been right along the line, although this one I think is maybe a little bit closer than the community vote makes it out to be. They're saying it's about a 75-25 matchup. I'd say closer to like 60-40 on this one. You disagree?
I'm going to say 50-50.
Oh.
And actually, you know what? We're going to hot take it. We're going to hot take it just like I did all of Vegas. I'm going to say 92 Dream Team wins this. I'm going to say that Rogue is not going to make it once again. 4th time will not be the charm. 3rd time, 4th time.
That is a mildly bold prediction from you.
The person that traditionally makes all of the bold predictions just because I love to be right when it happens. Yes.
All right, guys. Well, let's get into it. It's Clubhouse, our 3rd and final matchup of the evening between 92 Dream Team and Rogue. The winner becomes our first team to qualify for the Stage 2 conference finals. In this case, the West Coast will find our 2nd team, and our first from the East Coast just about 48 hours from now on Thursday. First band going to be up here. It's 92 Dream Team knocking out an attacker, and we'll see...
Habana,
which aligns with Clubhouse's play style. Normally going to see one of these 2 hard breachers knocked out.
Ban Thermite Rogue. Ban him. Ban him away. It's not going to happen.
What was that? Was that a map we did the minor? Was it Border? Yeah, that's right. That was crazy.
IQ banned out. Okay, so they're going to want to be favoring Valkyrie cameras or Echo play here. There's a lot of things that IQ can deal with, and most of it's information based that she can get rid of. So, or actually, it might be in favor of Pulse play. So, Maestro going to be banned out from 92 Dream or from Rogue. Excuse me. Apologies about that.
Echo can get away with this too now if Echo goes unbanned. So 92 Dream Team have to decide, okay.
They're on defense too, so I don't believe they're going to pull it away from themselves. They might pull something else away.
Valk.
We'll see. We'll see.
I would think Valk.
It's going to be Mira. Okay, Mira. That's a very good ban, actually. Very, very good ban. So one outlier here, again, Maestro and Echo, kind of two-piece in a pod. It's more or less pick your own poison at that point. It's, do you want to face off against a guy that can't move his utility, but it's bulletproof and also shoots lasers, and oh yeah, by the way, he has an LMG that will melt literally everyone, or do you want to go up against a guy that also has an ACOG, but it's an SMG, but he has 2 yokai drones that go invisible on the ceiling, and it's, either way, it's not fun. It really is just... What is less annoying to your team? That is what it is.
This also means that we're going to see things like Kaid's going to be left in, so basement takes are going to be a lot more difficult, or slightly more difficult. I guess Thatcher's going to have to use a few more nades than he might normally use. But actually, we're not even going to see him used on the first basement play, as it is going to be the folks from 92 Dream Team on defense first. It'll get 6 picked out over towards a Valkyrie instead, because that was left in. Arguably, obviously, with the ban of IQ, and get a lot more useful intel out of that compared to the utility. But this round's going to get canceled, more than likely.
Well then.
It's going to get rehosted, yeah.
Well.
So, false alarm. We're back in the studio. Welcome back, folks.
False start on the offense.
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty.
What would be a 10-yard penalty in Siege? What's the
repeat first round?
What would be like the Siege equivalent of a 10-yard penalty?
You gotta remove like 50% of health of someone. It's like
one operator loses his reinforcements on defense.
I'm sorry, buddy. Like, you can't trust anybody.
Take him outside. Who's got the super shoddy?
So I typed in the Thesaurus 92 Dream Team, and it came up with anarchic, disorganized, helter-skelter, lawless, tumultuous.
I didn't think that was like a dictionary approved word, helter-skelter.
Turbulent, deranged, disordered, every which way, harem-scarum, purposeless, rampageous, riotous, topsy-turvy,
Is this a real thesaurus?
and uncontrolled. It's thesaurus.com.
Modernthesaurus.com or
Is this the thesaurus.com? By the way, it was chaotic that I typed in.
Yeah.
Just for...
We're talking about 92 Dream Team, of course, is if you guys haven't been following them and their kind of meteoric rise.
And their helter-skelter style of play.
they're basically a really crazy team. They do a lot of stuff that you don't normally expect, especially from North American Siege-based teams. They do a lot of like runouts and stuff like that. And we even saw that on land when they played against Team 1 during the minors. So they're in my opinion, a very fun team to watch.
Oh, fantastic.
They still have some work to do, that's for sure. But they've made, again, I'll use the word meteoric for a second time here. Ooh. Meteoric strides over the past few months, and it's going to be really cool to see just how far they can push it, because they're kind of pulling like a mini wreck right now, except they're also like just slowly wrapping up. They keep going. How far can it go? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's like it's a science experiment. We're just sitting in the back taking notes.
You know that terrible Doc quote that he always says, where it's like, we're at the tippity top of the mountain. We're really only halfway up.
He hasn't said that in a while. Actually, that's an old one.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that's really what it is. Like, it's like, oh yeah, like we finally made it to Pro League. But we could go up, we
made CL playoffs, barely.
Yeah, like, it's a really good story to follow. I'm not going to lie. Like, you got to love the storyline of them. You really do. Because, I mean, from 4th seed all the way in, it's actually kind of a replay of what happened with EXG. They were in the exact same boat the previous season. But now we don't have auto-relegation. So all of those teams in the PL or at the bottom are going to have to battle some of those CL teams. And this upcoming CL, I think it's going to be pretty weird. We're going to have to see how it turns out. But again, I'm more excited for USN. USN's where it's at right now. We got a lot of stuff going on. Guys, we got game fuel. What else do you want? Like, we got the cans right here. They have tactical grip. Did you know that? Tactical foregrip on your can. Think about that for a second.
Did they really?
Yeah. It's like the
yeah, they are like textured. Look at that.
Yeah, like a little bit of texture grip. So when your palms are sweaty, knees are weak, you can grip pretty well.
Absolutely. They've got a very interesting opening design too. Maybe I'm just like not acquainted on energy drinks, but you gotta like slide the tab and all that. I don't know. I've never had to do that.
I'm absolutely terrible at opening these cans. Both cans that I've opened.
We had to clean the desk up when he opened one tonight. He doesn't have it. I think he drank it already.
That was earlier. That was actually earlier today as well when Belly and I were here for.
You did it twice?
Things. Yeah, I popped the tab and it was like. I was like.
So he did it. So let's be clear. He did it like 12 hours ago. And then he came here again, literally like 5 minutes on the timer before our broadcast starts, and he just like makes a huge mess on the desk. And it's like, oh God, I'm gonna clean it up.
Just like the rest of my life, I fail at things more than once. It's just, that's how it goes. Eventually, I will learn my lesson. The thing is like, that tab right there, I just don't know what to do. Like, I just like He-Man it, just like, and it just blows everywhere.
It's a very scary tap.
It really is. It's
very intimidating.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, you know what?
You got to work hard for the. You got to work hard for your game.
They got a nice little tutorial there on the side, guys.
Yeah, you probably should have just read that.
Yeah, yeah. It says pull tab.
I read it and things went fine for me.
Do not open if seal is broken. Oh, it rhymes. Then slide it back. You guys see that little? Oh.
That's level 1. That's the tutorial level of the game feel.
Dude, Pepsi Cola Company, hit me up. Let me tell you. Like, do you see? Hold on.
Hang on. Wait, I've got one ready to go.
Hold this L.
You can add audio to this too. Hold on. I'm gonna try to not destroy the audio guy's ears real quick. Let's see.
Hold on. Let me fix these cans real quick for this guy. We're literally just.
I think you heard that.
Oh, I heard it. Oh, absolutely.
Just got a nice little slurp.
Someone
before you go to bed.
Someone is definitely cutting that audio and just pasting it over. So you're gonna be in like the next Anthony Pitt video. Like that's. Oh no! This is what happens when you give Blue and I free time to fill, and oh no, man. Anyways,
made a mistake, teams.
On to topics that are more important, like the game starting. Like the game starting. You're going to see a little bit of shift in play here for a couple of people. You're going to see a shift in play for Rogue because 92 Dream Team is going to be more aggressive. They're not as afraid to take gunfights. As you heard Doodle earlier, they're so unafraid to take gunfights, they don't even think that the enemies shoot back. So we'll have to see what their adjustments will possibly be from their early game, and we'll see if Rexon will finally come alight, because in that previous match, he was not. So we'll see if they can try and find any sort of footing besides Doodle just going AWOL and murdering everyone.
Let's find out. First prep phase about to expire. It's, of course, Rogue on the attack, and it's time to see what they can bring to the table against their first basement attack. Bands, of course, in case you weren't with us when we did the ban phase, you can now see them on our UI, by the way. We've got IQ, interesting enough, which has slowly become a more common ban on this map. It kind of started the minor. I don't know if we had anything else happen with that at Milan too much, but I'm noticing it more and more. It's kind of spread a bit into USN here now, as we got it for the first time on a clubhouse map. Also, Hibana and Mira banned out for the defenders. Or for 92 Dream Team, rather. Rexon, along with Thomas, going to start things out for 92 Dream Team. It's a nice play in the garage. Another one, too. Doodle starting things out well. And Rexon might get his second in a moment. No, Vertical. Finally will get the better of him.
You want me to tell you how I could literally be blind and just only be able to hear things. That's it. And if you went, hey, there's 4 people dead, I go 92 Dream Team. That's literally what I would just say right off rip. This is just the way that these games go. Early aggression, Thomas gonna down him, claims the kill. There's not even been a minute expended. The last man alive is Vertical, and he has 5 health. This is the most 92 Dream Team thing you can possibly think of. And as you can see, they're not ready for it. Doodle re-peeks Blue Stairs, claims that life. Only need half the round. That was like a CS length round. Minute and 30 seconds is all you need, man. Just go for it. That's all you need.
It's good. I'm used to that right now.
Yeah.
I just came from DreamHack. But that is going to be 92 Dream Team starting things out incredibly strongly, in fact, with the aggressive play from them here on the basement. And now they'll be able to rotate up to CCTV and Cash. Again, so far on our maps, no one's been too crazy with site rotations. Like, no one's been throwing, no one's been throwing any wrenches in what we normally expect for these site rotations. So we're still kind of going, as you'd expect on these maps, as we're going to be transitioning to CCTV and Cash after a successful basement.
Again, this is something that's plagued Rogue for a very long time. They're more or less in that same sinking ship that Evil Geniuses is, hey, we just played against somebody super aggressive, and they, for lack of a better term, just waxed us. I mean, they just don't perform well against these style of teams. Now, it's a hard hump to get over because you're so used to teams taking things tactically, and then you play against people that take tacticalism and just toss it out of the tallest window that they can find, and then just pick up a rifle and just start shooting people. And that is what 92 Dream Team is. I can describe them every which way, but again, you guys already know what this team is, and you know what to expect from it. So, again, Rogue just needs to try and find an answer for it. Whether it's what they were playing earlier and go, oh, well, exactly what Ranger said. I'll do my best Ranger impression. Well, we're going to just try and play slow, and hopefully they'll just fall to that in our angle holding. Well, apparently not. So, at least for the first round. We might see it work eventually, but as of right now with this first round, I don't think that that's going to happen. Because it appears that 92 Dream Team, after that more or less close call on Villa, they're pretty much ready for whatever you're going to throw at them, and a lot of them are playing quite a bit smarter. We didn't get really too much tail of the tape on that last round. It was more or less just a flash in the pan and it was over. So we'll have to see exactly what comes of it this round. Excuse me.
Well, we've got Rogue out on the board. Starting things out slowly, of course, as you might expect for them, especially considering the play we had before. But this time, yeah, the nice patient play. Look at this angle from Slash. Just a tiny little hole on the top of these garages here. He's able to find Doodle with it. That's a pretty powerful player to knock out this early, too.
Who needs a Habana? Well, traditionally speaking, they open up that top right corner as, again, the traditional aggression that we see from 92 Dream Team. You would not expect somebody to just be peeking the garage door, and there is definitely going to be somebody peeking the garage door. Claims the life of Thatcher, and that's very big. Granted, they do have a Maverick as well as he's already blown up with the wall, so his job's already done. Don't have to worry about that too much, but you would like to have that weapon still in hand. Shuttle going to carve himself a good old-fashioned hole down here, and a couple of sight lines in the garage, trying to hold down the lower half.
It should be noted that the garage play is a little bit different now because you can look at those panels that normally have that tiny little gap in between it. They've taken that out in the new patch. So garage play for defenders is a little bit different now. They actually have to peek, I think, in most situations in order to get the kill, like you're now seeing with Rex in there. Moves in, gets his second on the round. Thomas picks up a frag as well. Just like that, 92 Dream Team are in control, but it may not stay that way. Slash is able to get Rex in.
We've already expended quite a bit of this, and it's going to be the 92 Dream Team show all over again. It just doesn't seem like they really know what they want. Again, like it... Again, I hate to riddle teams with the same things over and over again, but there's no real focus on what they want. They kind of seem like they wanted Grods, they wanted to get the wall open. Things were just more or less everywhere. Try and tighten up the ship a little bit, you know, get information basis on one place, especially with like Eclipse running in lower garage. Why are you doing that? I'm asking that question due to the fact if you know someone's playing Catwalk, and of all the teams to just go, okay, I can just walk in here freely, that's definitely not going to happen. He's going to make you take that gunfight, and more or less, well, more often than not, you're going to be in the sprint animation because you don't think it's going to happen, and then you get punished because you're in said animation, you can't bring up your gun that fast, and you lose the gunfight due to that. So maybe for Rogue, not only is it slowing things down, but it's trying to bring the team into one focal point.
So our 92 Dream Team, as they've now won 2 successful sites. They've got 2 out of 3 of the site triangle established. They'll go for their 3rd and final site before they start wrapping back into the basement after this. It's going to be Gym Bedroom hold. Rogue also bringing relatively the same lineup for them this time. So they're going to go for the attack once again. Focus, of course, just going to be on the other side of the map, with the site also being the same. Let's get into it again. 92 Dream Team also bringing a pretty similar lineup. Not much change-ups in that respect coming in for either team. It's Rogue that need to change their play style. Need to bring a confirmed plan into the round here and execute upon it. So right now, 92 Dream Team are punishing the indecision from Rogue, the hesitation in places like Garage and these other staging points that they would use to execute on. As such, they're able to turn these rounds into their favor. Sometimes very one-sidedly so. And now the 2-0 lead.
Well, as we've seen earlier today, Rogue going to be starting things off slow, as said. So, with this site, you can handle it one of 2 ways. You can try and force things through cash room, take construction over, get bodies inside of logistics, and try and pinch out the master bedroom side. But you're going to have to worry about bathroom and rotations through weights that could possibly punish you for doing so. Or you can do exactly what Shuttle's doing right now. Torch up on the wall, try and get rid of your roamers over here, make things a little bit easier, and take over Jacuzzi walls. You hear that work going on over on the other side. Ping going to come out, though, from 92 Dream Team, recognizing out that Shuttle is outside on the balcony. Doing that work with that blowtorch, but Jacuzzi balcony has already been blown open, but again, it's all up to Rogue to finally take that leap head first this time rather than feet. And it seems like they are going to have the opening they've been looking for these last 2 rounds, as Thomas, he's been putting in quite a bit of work, will go down.
Gives the respect to it as well. It's the smoke, again, getting knocked out early. Second time tonight now Rogue's been able to find something like that, but the question is now how are they going to follow it up and get the execute going? This is where they stalled out a little bit back on our last map on Consulate and had some issues on the attack as a result of that. 92 Dream Team, though, is already going to come up against the pressure of this execute. The bathroom wall, the right one's going to get swung open. It opens an angle directly into the Master here. for the players from Rogue to try and knock out the defenders with, but they're going to be able to shy away from that. Their positions aren't too dependent on this. Good comm should be coming out from Pixel right now. Pixel as well. We're going to try to go in for a flank, but it does not work. A massive series of kills for Rogue leaves only Hyena alive now in a 1v4, and he walks into his own death. That's the Rogue we needed to see. A clean execute onto Gym Bedroom gives them their first round.
All right, Vertical going to thank his opponents for giving them that round, apparently. So, there we go.
That would miss some chat.
All right, well. Anyways, despite that fact, as you said, Rogue with a very clean execute, took their time, was able to get the information that they really needed, and more or less the moral of that round was just due to how well they were able to deal with the people inside of the Bathroom and Master's side. Once they were able to clean them out, and the bodies inside of Logistics really helped them out, is more or less what I'm trying to get to. So, them rotating people inside of Logistics cut off construction, at least delayed the push. They were allowed time to clear out the main instances of the site, making things a little bit easier for them. And then finally, when they got that aggression that they found in the later half of that round, able to secure things, knock it down to the castle, which was not able to find anything there on the tail end. So, Rogue finally finding a shred of something here to start things off on Clubhouse. But as we've seen in the past, this map is pretty defensive sided. It gets closer and closer by the day though, and I think it's gotten to the point with it just really depends on what teams are playing what map, on if it's going to be offensive or defensive sided. I mean, bring it back all the way to Milan. Empire on Clubhouse. They went 5 for 1 on the offensive side, which is incredible. That is a great split on Clubhouse. And nobody could hold a torch to what they were doing on the offensive side of this map. So again, it really just depends on, at this point, who you're up against, opposition-wise.
Well, we're going to see Rogue have to attack the basement again. To be fair, there's not a lot of tape on this map for Rogue, so they don't have a whole lot of stats on their play. But this is a site they, in the few matches we have particularly struggled on. We've got about a 1-4 record for attacking this site on the losing end of that. But things are going to start out pretty well. At least we're trying to get garage control. Slash is able to find Rexon. And again, there's that change in the garage. Rexon can't take such a tiny angle anymore. So it's a lot easier for attackers to knock out that player on the catwalk, and more than likely as an extension of that, get access to garage with a lot more time left on the clock.
Yeah, but Rogue are still going to commit themselves to a full roam clears. We can clearly see with our beautiful X-ray vision granted to us by the spectator slot, there's no one else set up for roam. So 92 Dream Team completely rotating back to site. Could see some Nitro Cell play come out though, as Rogue will more than likely go for the kitchen hatch. 2 Nitro Cells in the hands of 92 Dream Team, so we do have Valkyrie as well as Mozzie. Mozzie, again, new to the scene recently. Nitro Cell as well as that pest launcher you guys see. He can steal drones, which is something that's quite effective, especially when the offense is so limited on intel. One thing that we will notate is that Lion is not banned for the first time tonight. So, could be seeing some play with him from 92 Dream Team, or even Rogue if things get a little fishy.
Rogue was talking about how they had it in the lineup at one point in the interview there.
Well, you have to. I mean, he's a fantastic operator.
Haven't seen it used, however, at all just yet on this attacking side, and they're running it around. So we'll see if they try to probably 6-pick it in at some point here, if they've hit it this long. It's going to be still a slow wind-up for Rogue after they found that opening kill, of course, against Rex back over in the garage right at the start of it. Rogue still need to do a little bit of reconstruction work and a few hatches to open up as well if they want to attack this site through normal means.
Uh-oh. Pre-plays by Doodle. Could spell disaster for someone. Those footsteps. Gonna haunt him. Does look like the focus is going to be main stairs. Doesn't look like they want to try and go for the hatch, as 92 Dream Team is going to circle the wagons here. And main stairs is going to be the call, but they're going to have all the angles they could ever dream of. Doodle will still commit himself to deep armory as Thomas is going to get aggressive, but is he ready for the main stairs push? He is! A nice little flick onto Eclipse. He's going to rush up the stairs towards Kitchens. Pixel's going to continue to attack on. Shotgun not going to make any damage onto Eclipse, but he's going to be the last man alive standing next to Vert, as Doodle will actually make me correct, and Hyena to attack onto that 92 Dream Team all the way here in round number 4.
Yeah, great denial from 92 Dream Team. Rogue just not able to get as much access to the site as I think they would have liked, so basically forced to execute through blue stairs and main stairs. I don't think they got any of the hatches open, and as a result of that, very, very one-dimensional execute that becomes incredibly easy for 92 Dream Team to just trade out and take the win on. So they're going to pick up one more defensive round. Rogue, in the meanwhile, will have to continue looking for rounds elsewhere. So we're going to head up to CCTV and Cash, potentially for the last time here, if we continue to see 92 Dream Team dominate on it.
Well, a tweet from one of their late teammates. Once he saw it was Clubhouse yesterday, he said that it was over and he knew that the victory was going to come through against TSM. And Clubhouse is going to come through again for 92 Dream Team. So, again, both PL teams, so obviously respectable skill on both ends. Rogue, a long-standing PL team. Former USN, Team USA, excuse me. And
still Team USA.
Yeah, still Team USA. They're trying to get back to the land to defend their title.
It's like a wrestling belt, you know?
Yeah.
You keep it. If you don't make it to the finals, though, you got to give it up.
Yeah, it's
like Connor. You just got to sit on it for as long as you can.
Exactly.
As long as the league lets you.
Dude, only if they had the money in the bank, right?
Oh, that's a different. I was going UFC with it. You were going WWE.
You guys are down 6 rounds. I'm gonna cash this in right now. We're gonna join in. Oh, would that be crazy if that was the thing inside of here? Despite all of the WWE memes that we can possibly make right now, 92 Dream Team really does seem like they're warming up. Especially, it looks like they're very dominant on Clubhouse. I think if they win this, a lot of teams are not going to give them access to this map.
I think that's going to remain the case as well, as they've been doing a bang-up job with this defensive play, especially at basement, too. Their basement rounds have been really good. Rogue's been denied so much of just trying to get any type of control.
I think that the main thing is that they do a very good job of not exactly roaming, but playing off-site in rooms that are close. And there's something that they've been very good at for a very long time is not giving up map control for free. You know, Rexon has died for this catwalk quite a few times already this map, and he's gotten kills off of it, or he's got initially fragged. But both times that this happened, they've ended up winning the round. So, I mean, it's your hill to die on, essentially, as Thomas will, again, make that reign true as we're going to hear that telltale deagle go off in the background.
That's the thing, though, is the OKs haven't meant much for Rogue. They've been pretty consistently getting the opening kill, but it's unless they are able to chain like 1 or 2 more on top of it, it really hasn't meant much for the eventual late round execute that we pretty much had to see from Rogue on this. Again, much like our last map we just saw from them on their attacking side here as well. So a good start, of course, and it's the smoke again. So it gives Rogue that extra time to play with in the late round here. Now it's about how they get onto the sites. This is where the trouble spots have been for this attacking end of Rogue.
Truly has been, as you can hear that torch go off, pretty quiet, and from Shuttle, the Maverick. But again, as you were saying, this is something that's troubled Rogue, at least today, is just execution time. Uh-oh, might get a little bit dangerous.
Oh, no.
Here is the run. It's going to be confirmed by Doodle. Shuttle will go down, and this is what we were talking about. Their aggression on these rooms that are just off of site, working out so well. Rexon will finally die, but after he's already expended 2 minutes here, Pixel will be able to find Slash on such a tight angle under the bike, and that means no more Capital, no more asphyxiating bolts, and Thatcher, or excuse me, Thermite will be spotted out on the balcony by Hyena on those yokai drones. So again, this is something 92 Dream Team is so damn good about, man. Frag grenade gonna come out, but it's not gonna matter. Pixel will take down Eclipse. Seems like it's gonna be all for naught here for Rogue.
Pixel's still gonna be under some pressure, of course. He's gonna get pincered in a moment. This might be the end of him, especially if Vert's able to work his way back in. But Vert gives himself away. He can try to turn the duel around, and he nearly does it. Knocks 25 HP off Pixel so low right now, though. He's got a little tiny sliver of health you can see at the top there. Hyena going for some crazy pre-fires. Knocks out easily. That's another quick pickup for these guys. Rogue just can't even get inside, let alone get to the site. Down to 11 seconds left. It's all on Vert at this point, a 1v3. He's got quite a few players low, so it's not impossible. The problem is he doesn't have the time to check pre-fire spots, and that's where Doodle is going to get the last frag. 92 Dream Team with another round.
Again, it's just these aggressive plays that no one are ready for. No one's ready for that. They have the information again. So here's the thing about 92 Dream Team. They're playing Valkyrie quite a bit. So since Rogue is having trouble getting onto site, you can have someone dedicated to camps, which is fantastic. It's not going to be Pixel. As you guys saw, Pixel was getting quite aggressive downstairs off of the bike and was claiming quite a few lives off of the garage door. So it was not him, but it was more than likely going to be the Echo sitting in sight that was flipping through those black eye cameras, able to find out quite a bit of information outside of the map, and that's where that aggression comes from. This is not just on a whim, just going, hey, we're just going to attempt this run out. They already know exactly where these people are trying to get aggressive from, and it just ends up working out in the end. I'd say that utility-wise, 92 Dream Team are doing a bang-up job comparative to what they were doing on Villa, where, as Doodle said himself, a lot of it really was just on a whim where they're just running out and going, oh yeah, I can just win this gunfight just because I know I can, you know? And it seems like this time it's a lot more calculated, which is great.
Taking a lot of risks, to be sure, for a 92 Dream Team, but in the large majority of them,
what do they say?
Paying off.
High risk, high reward. There you go. So
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
how many quotes can we make of this?
Trying to think. Turn lemons into lemonade. There's another one.
The lime and the coconut?
Wait, what is that?
Can you mix it all up?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that one's as relevant.
No, it's not. It's just...
We're stretching a bit, though.
Yeah. Well, there's a stretch, and then there's a completely different continent. I think that's where we're at, so... Oh!
It's a one-tap!
Oh, man, Rex,
knew that was coming.
Take a nap, my friend. Oh, no. Nyquil
nice.
called, my friend. My God, that was a hell of a shot, Slash.
But again, this is the problem, right? It doesn't mean anything yet. Oh, we need to
still reinforcing, bro. What? Okay. I'm stressed now.
So we'll see from 92 Dream Team how this may end up affecting them. Mind you, again, you still have things like Echo in play. Yokai drones have a serious capability to slow down the eventual push from Rogue.
I do like that Doodle is actually bobbling the Yokais out of the hatch. It can't connect to anything, obviously, but he's poking out of the hatch so he can see who's on the roof, and it obviously falls back down. So he's just like, oh, is there anybody there? Oh, it's like whack-a-mole with the Yokai drone. It's great. So initial frag's going to come through. Excuse me, asphyxiating bolt's going to come through as Thomas is going to take quite a bit of damage over from the south windows. Stun grenades going to pour into the bathroom now. To bring light to the situation as one of those black eye cams will be dedicated inside of Waits.
Rest of the 92 Dream Team, of course, having to play passively now. They're down a man. They don't really have the capability to risk another one. But this is what you like from 92 Dream Team. The aggression is always well-weighted. It never seems senseless for the most part when they've done these crazy runouts or gotten aggressive, although we might have just seen an exception to that. Thomas gets knocked out. He was already relatively low, though, so probably couldn't affect the outcome of that. Hyena able to trade a moment later, but Eclipse still in a great position by Stairs to Flying Doodle, taking him down. Rogue a much bigger advantage. Hyena, though, keeps trading it back. You can see he's up to the double kill now. Just over a minute left. Roger on par still to execute. Hyena's going to get droned out of his position inside of admin, but the jump out, it's going to be spotted. Vert gets the kill on Pixel, and now it's all on Hyena. However, finds one pickup on the outside, nearly gets a player by the window. They're going to stop planting to try and kill him, but they lose the diffuser in the process. Hyena and Ace, he's got the hard ping onto the last player alive, and he's already low, too. This should be easy for him. Well, let's see if he can get it done.
Oh my God, this
there it is!
Man, Hyena, it's an ace. First one of stage 2 goes to the man from 92 Dream Team. When the team can't do it, call in one man, and it's gonna be Hyena for this round. Is 92 Dream Team's gonna go to the split 5-1 now on offense. Only need 2 rounds to book their ticket to the finals and possibly book a ticket to LAN once again. I mean, come on.
Absolutely sensational. He was the player keeping his team in that round as well. Yeah, they were falling behind. Yeah, he picked up every single refrag, obviously, but he was the only one able to make that impact, keeping his team in the fight, and still clutch the 1v3 as well. What a monster. Hyena. Right there, you got my vote for MVP just on that.
I definitely agree with you on that. And for that matter, I feel like in esports we throw around, you know, oh, this team got backpacked. They got backpacked this round, blah, blah, blah. There's backpack, and then there's duffel bag.
There's an ace.
Yeah, there's duffel bag, where the entire team's like, okay, we did a little bit of damage, but we didn't kill him. And Hyena seemed to be the judge, jury, and executioner that round especially. I mean, dude, that was truly insane what he just was able to accomplish, especially, again, against a seasoned team. This isn't just like, oh, hey, this is a regular 5-stack, we're just going to do whatever and hope that it works. This is a team that literally just got off of a tie yesterday with SSG, who are looking great, by the way. So, I don't know, man. I feel like this 92 Dream Team strikes fear into a lot of people.
They're going to continue.
They're so much fun to watch, too.
They're going to continue to strike fear if they can deny Rogue a spot in the conference playoffs for like the 4th time in a row here. Team USA continuing to struggle to re-qualify for LAN, and it seems like they're going to be pushed back one more week again, unless they can change the course of this matchup and change it very, very soon. New half, though, so the teams, of course, have switched sides, we already mentioned. It's now 92 Dream Team on the attack as they're going to bring the Montaigne into play. Popular operator for this map, but situational depending on the way the team wants to play it. This time, though, things are going to start out in the favor of 92 Dream Team. Tomas able to find Shuttle at the beginning.
It's going to be the Rook, so it's all going to be down to one ACOG on side if they want to try and get aggressive. Looks like he took the rappel angle there, was able to get that kill inside of blue, and it's always a cheeky little spot to initially try and find an easy frag from, and Thomas will bear fruit from that tree. So Montaigne, as you guys see, has been dedicated to 92 Dream Team, and you may be asking the question of 92 Dream Team, they don't really seem like someone that would run a shield. I don't really understand. That seems like more of a strat-heavy kind of setup. They don't really seem like they would try and favor something along those lines. Well, the reasoning for that, especially Montaigne, is all simply because he applies pressure without having to check anything at all. Doesn't have to worry about anything except possibly a nitro cell behind him or some toxic babes. That is all Monty has to be concerned about. Otherwise, he can stand there, look pretty, and apply pressure, because the immediate moment that you forget that Montaigne is there or you ignore him is the moment that he slides that shield down and he shoots you in the side of your head.
So let's get into the play here now. A little over a minute left. Of course, 92 Dream Team still having the advantage, but they haven't been able to find anyone else on Rogue to fight. So they're still going to have a pretty rough time working their way in. You can see, first short wall leading them into Arsenal is going to be left soft, so that's an easy walk-in for Rexon behind the play on Buck. Toxic Babe, though, going to do some decent damage to him as he's pushed back, and Eclipse finds the trade to bring us down into a 4v4. 50 seconds left on the clock in the meanwhile as 92 Dream Team, they've worked their way into Arsenal. They don't have the diffuser with it yet, though. In fact, it was Hyena that had it in his hands that was supposed to move in. And now someone else has got to go and retrieve it. Another win for Eclipse here. He's going to be able to knock out Doodle. And this nice nade from Thomas. Thought it was going to get a kill for sure, but apparently not.
Actually, it does not going it down. It's going to do a little bit of damage to Eclipse, but definitely not going to be enough. Still 3 up for 92 Dream Team as Rogue is trying to battle out of this box that they've created around them, but they're doing a damn good job of it so far. Still all the utility on board for Pixel. He's going to beat some Barb inside of blue and see if he can find any sort of presence on site. It's only going to be the Rexon show so far. He does have the diffuser, so he can try and put this plant down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to throw a smoke out and tries to stick it. Rexon's going to claim a kill, but it's going to be all up to him and Thomas. He's trying to stick this diffuser as well. Will it go through? No, it won't. Vert and Eclipse there to shut it down, as Rogue will finally found a defensive round here on Armory Lockers.
Great use of utility coming in from Rogue right there. 92 Dream Team were able to get the Montaigne past the first softball leading into Arsenal, but the problem was because there's so little cover in the back there, they didn't feel confident enough to push anyone else in. There was a bit of a delay on the push from 92 Dream Team, and that was when they tried to move their Thermite down through main stairs, but by the time he was in position with the diffuser to go in and be supported for the plants, that was when Rogue had their players in position, started cutting him off, and that's when the troubles began. They did a really good job of using utility to continuously delay that attack and leave 92 Dream Team with just no room to win that round.
I really feel like they had Thermite dedicated to the wrong area there, because what they had him doing on those main stairs, as you said, is they had him checking those Maverick line that Mav was making. He was laying down and peering through it with an ACOG. That's how that damage happened to Smoke when you heard Smoke like wince. So he was already face checking that, and they knew that. So they just pre-fired it after they laid down and were able to kill Thermite. So maybe in the future, don't use a person that you still need their utility to try and do that. Maybe use Capitao or somebody else that could possibly have an ACOG. Obviously, don't use like Montaigne or something wild, but you know, possibly even use Thomas. Have him establish the angles up top, have Thermite hold those down, or even Pixel with the Capitao, and then have Thomas rotate down, use that ACOG on the C8, try and get some kills through those map holes. But Rogue still has quite a long road ahead of them to try and fight back, and we might still see overtime.
We'll have to see, because it does appear as though the attacking side is the weaker side for 92 Dream Team here on Clubhouse. They've got pretty mixed records on attacking essentially every site on this map. The only one that they had a positive record on so far is Cash and CCTV. So, to be fair, that's the site we're on now. So maybe there's hope for them to do it, but they have a positive record by +1 attempt right now. So, not by a huge margin.
All right, well, CCTV is going to be the selected site for Rogue. And still have this Montaigne here for 92 Dream Team. Going to make this garage take a lot easier. And there's not going to be any lesion for the defense, so especially going to be easy for Rexon to just do his due diligence and fight his way up the staircase. Going to have to expend quite a few Toxic Babes to try and hold them off, so that utility is more than likely going to get burnt pretty early, as Rexen might go for the aggressive take here. Does not want to try and peek too early, as he's finally going to be able to identify somebody who's up on catwalk. And that's where the danger was currently lying.
That hole is going to destroy the first softball here. The left one does not, unfortunately, have enough to get the second one. So that's going to be on Thermite if they even go for it. Or someone else on their team. In fact, only the Thermite. Oh, the timing from Eclipse. So unfortunate for Pixel, as they got to say bye-bye to Capital. He's caught trying to deploy that utility.
Been very good usage, but now it's all going to be Rexen alone, as Impact's going to come out from underneath to stop that garage wall from being open. 92 Dream Team currently in a rock and a hard place, but we've seen them battle out of worse before. Thomas will get the initial frag, but Vert with the immediate refrag as easily will be the one to fall for Rogue, and Doodle going to do his due diligence to torch as many murder holes in this garage wall and possibly be able to claim the life of Smoke, but doesn't appear that's going to happen as Eclipse will rotate off. Only 1 minute and 15 seconds left for 92 Dream Team to try and make something happen, and just now is Eclipse dedicating those toxic babes.
Once again, Rexen still trying to push his way into garage. There's just so much pressure coming out against him. You've got a 2-man hold here in garage, which they've had to rotate in to do. He's made it up the stairs this time. He's going to try to... Oh, nicely done. The distraction works. He's able to push up, take out Shuttle. ADS are still alive as well. Didn't even have to knock those out first. So he's going to take a quick second to take out the intel from the corner. You still have what I believe was the Smoke, Eclipse, pushing his way in from down below. But now that they've lost the catwalk player, we can see Eclipse is at a fall back to the cache stairs instead. Still 35 seconds left here for Dream Team to execute, but it's an even 3v3, and they haven't really been too focused on trying to find intel in the site itself. They've been a lot more focused on garage. So they don't have a whole lot of time to build up their attack, but they need to do it quickly. And, what? Doodle somehow goes 1 for 1 in that situation here.
Oh my gosh, is Rexen gonna be able to win this with just a pistol by his hide? Hyena's been down, it's all left up to Eclipse. Toxic Babe's gonna come out. We'll be able to take down Hyena. It's a 1v1 situation. Rexen doesn't have very much health though. All it's gonna take is one single hand shot. He's gonna have to try and rush it. Eclipse just has to have a little bit of a burst. He's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie, and he's gonna get another round for Rogue, as Rogue will take over on round number 8. Granted, very close, but whether it's an inch or a mile, doesn't really matter. Still a win for Rogue, as they're inching closer and closer to tying things up.
And it is, of course, so easy to play Ring Around the Rosie when you're up against a Montaigne. He is probably the loudest operator in the game running around and has a very, very obvious sound. So Rogue will also get to continue rotating around the site triangle, same as 92 Dream Team did at the start of their defensive half. This is a great comeback already from Rogue, starting at 5-1 on halftime, now winning the first 2 rounds consecutively. Potential for a third to be picked up here in a moment, putting them only 1 round away from tying at 5-5 against 92 Dream Team. Let's see if they can get it done. Montaigne's going to be brought back in again for the attacking roster. He'll be 6 picked in, so they'll try to hide it, but that'll be revealed quite obviously as soon as they get a wall open.
Are going to have Eclipse on Legion. The Nanotox 32 Elite skin. Nano Machines.
Coolest elite in the game.
Nano Machines.
I'll just say it.
Nano Machines.
Son.
Oh, man. Anyways, besides that fact, still battling back is Rogue, and they've done pretty well in these last 2 defensive rounds, really slowing down the pace of 92 Dream Team, and with their setup on what they have for defenders, that really seems to be the name of their game. I mean, look at this. They have Slash playing the Valkyrie for the information base that they need to try and figure out exactly where this attack is going to be coming from. Then you have Shuttle, Eclipse, and Easily, all dedicated to utility to try and slow down this push as much as possible. The Avert, obviously, Jaeger, the only man that gets rid of any throwables to try and stop them from dedicating stuns to get aggressive. So this really is the stack that you would more or less want to try and thwart a push from 92 Dream Team.
Let's see if they can do it for a 3rd time in a row here. This is where Rogue, I think, was finally able to breach past and pick up at least 1 round against the folks. Actually, no, this is where the Ace happened, if I remember correctly, for 92 Dream Team. Of course, I'll take back what I said there.
Yes, it was.
So we're going to see 92 Dream Team quickly establish Claymore on the construction window. Still, the rest of their players are going to be hanging out, though. I think they're going to take their time with things a little bit more this time, just to make sure they can focus all their efforts on the execute. Hoping that goes off without a hitch this time around.
Well, they are extremely close to getting to match point here. They just need 1 round, and then Rogue will be in the hot seat for the rest of this game. Again, just a best of 1, guys. So they're going to have to try and get things figured out as quickly as possible. We're in a little bit of a different pattern there on the wall. Just high enough to see exactly what's going on the other side, and throw some stuns through, or possibly a grenade if Bandit was there trying to trick anything, but definitely not.
Gotta clean this up a little bit in order for Rexen to get through with the shield still deployed. They're gonna make their way in. Problem is the wall, yeah, is still completely taken out down below though. So without having intel as to what Rogue's setup is like on Bedroom, it's gonna be a bit bold to try and go for a plant this early on. Doodle though, gonna pre-fire in, really gets himself a pick there. Instead, they're gonna be trying to take out the bathroom reinforcements. You can see someone from Rogue just on the other side of that trying to play it out. It's a race to see who gets the lineup first on aiming down sights, but this time Thomas ends up winning it. Nitro Cell being chucked up doesn't really end up doing a whole lot of damage to them. To be fair, 92 Dream Team are constricted to a pretty small area to work with here, but they're doing a great job of keeping everybody up despite that.
Oh no, on his last little bit of fuel, Doodle's gonna be able to get Rexen inside a bathroom. Not very much left on that as Rexen's gonna get aggressive with that pistol. They definitely could get a plant down here. They've taken over all of sight. Rexen takes down Vertical, making this a little bit easier. Only person that could possibly stop him is easily Eclipso to rotate into logistics, takes down Doodle. Drop from Thomas as he claims that life. It's all left up to Slash and Eclipse. They have to try and find something. Eclipse continues to tack on. That's a double for him, but Slash is gonna be downed over inside of CCTV. It's all left up to one man against three, and that doesn't even matter. 92 Dream Team as they rush the match point off the back of Hyena's efforts.
So map and match point now for 92 Dream Team. A great attack from them, especially when under pressure in the 90 hallway and trying to get access to bathroom. Like he said, just barely having enough fuel left in Maverick's flamethrower there to get access to the inside of the site. Otherwise, I'm not sure if they were ever going to be able to make it past that point. Rogue had a really good lock on them. Problem is, once they worked their way in, found the pick onto the bathroom player, and they took control there. I don't think Rogue was expecting them to be able to push through that. And as such, things started to fall apart very quickly once they moved in.
Very good recap, Blue.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I will say one thing that they did miss inside of the lore that they definitely could have done. They really needed to make Maverick's last name Carver. Like 100%. 100% needed to make his last name Carver. If we could have an update to make his last name
What's his last name right now?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Like you're about to bust some knowledge out on me. You can look it up real quick.
Probably like Richard Thompson or something like that. Oh, dude, if it was... Never mind. I'm not going to say that. Despite that, you know where I was going. Anyway. Oh, no. Despite that fact, Rogue, again, going to be in the hot seat from now on. And I feel that 92 Dream Team has really found a home with this Montang play. It's worked out quite well for them, and they're very well coordinated with it. They lock down weights to where no one could possibly rotate over and try and mess with Maverick or...
It's Eric Thorne.
Eric Thorne. God, that's actually so badass, man. I'm not going to lie. That's a great name.
It's a very good name.
But Magic Eric Carver. That's pretty good.
See, now he's just sounding too close to like another like... Who's he almost sounds like Jack Ryan at that point. Right? Like, sounds like another character in the to be fair, like he is another character in the Tom Clancy
game.
Yeah, but like, you know, he doesn't want to be like the other Jack Ryan or whatever.
He's not. He's Eric Carver. Eric Carver with the torch that carves things.
It's Eric Thorne. He's a fan of spiky things, not knives.
Now whenever he gets a goo mine in his ankle, I'm gonna say he has a thorn in his side. I hate me so much, dude. I hate me so much. All right, now we're starting to sound like Milos. We need to shut it down. Okay. Anyways, despite that, 92 Dream Team is usual, pre-firing and getting aggressive upstairs, trying to clear the roam game as fast as possible, even though there is none. But you still want to check things out. Use those bullets. They give you a crap load of them, so you might as well pre-fire away as much as as much as to your heart's desire, really. I mean, everyone has roughly around 250 bullets right in that margin of area. So really doesn't matter at the end of the day as much as you want to pre-fire up until a point. We've seen people run out of bullets before, but it's quite a difficult task, and you really have to dedicate yourself to it.
Mm-hmm. So basement attack once again here for 92 Dream Team. This is going to be difficult for them. We'll see. They nearly got it last time. Only failed after they got their Montaigne into the site, but I mean, look at how far forward Rexen already is. Working himself downstairs.
This could be very dangerous, actually. If Doodle ends up rotating out to Mud Tunnel and torching a hole, which he's definitely not because he's all the way down here, but if he did end up doing so. It appears that they're actually going to be handling the same attack. So same attack that they had up on Gym Bedroom, they're going to perform here just in a different margin. So Rexon's going to hold down the Moto door, and they're going to have this torch hole once again, which hopefully they don't have Hyena holding the angle this time to end up dying while they're trying to get this wall open, but they are going to open up quite a few angles. Thomas, though, with the opening frag.
The entire kitchen has been busted open as we got a quick look at that from upstairs, but of course all the action itself is happening closer to the church. They've downed another player from Rogue. There's no way Slash is going to get res back up, so Hyena will finish him off. Rexon now with the safe capability to push back in, but fails in taking the gun duel. That's going to be a big mistake as it brings it down into a 3v2. Advantage back in Rogue's court. Pixel and Hyena are also split up. Oh, this is too easy of a kill for Easily right here. And now it's just Hyena in a 1v3, trying to do something with this. Doesn't really have any positioning to do so, however. Make a rush to the inside. They'll hear this coming from a mile away. Finds the first pick. It's a good start. Now he's got 15 seconds to follow it through, and he has the diffuser too. Yokai Drone probably going to be able to stop him though when he goes for the attempted plant in a moment, and that'll pretty much kill any hopes of winning the round. But I think he realizes this, so he tries to get aggressive with it. Still paying the ultimate price though at the end of the day as Vertical takes him down. Rogue stay in the fight, although they now need 2 additional rounds consecutively from this point forward.
Yeah, staying alive is Rogue, as you said, so we are going to say goodbye for someone for being boosted by a cheater. We don't accept that here, and you will now be banished to the Nether Realm. So that's how that works. Good night. See you later. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow Realm. I don't know how many more quotes I can possibly think of places you could possibly go. So, despite that fact, we will get into a little bit of breakdown over that last round. 92 Dream Team actually had a very good attack. It went better than the last one, ended up having that opening frag, and so far, they've had a pretty good breakdown of what Rogue's defensive setups have been, and they've been able to capitalize on it. Again, this might just be VOD review and knowing exactly what Rogue likes to do on Clubhouse, or it's just a very good informational read and feedback to your IGLs, which a lot of times it is, or just knowing defaults. Rogue so far has done a lot of default things, and honestly, I think that might be what's punishing Rogue, and why they really haven't found success inside of USN, is because they don't want to try and pull stuff out that they have sitting in the back pocket for later. Maybe it's that time to go, okay, yeah, guys, we might need to pull a rabbit out of the hat or something here to try and gain some ground. I mean, granted, they are only down 2 rounds right now, but all it takes is one error, and 92 Dream Team ends up being the first one to our final here on the West Coast. Excuse me.
How close our top fraggers are too. It's almost a mirrored scoreboard looking at both teams right now. We got an 11-12, another 11-12. 7 is the third highest player on both teams too. These, I mean, from an individual perspective, these teams are so close right now. And that's why this match is so hard to call. You know, it looks like 92 Dream Team are just, 1 round away from sweeping it up. But this is the problem I talked about before. 92 Dream Team is like a really mixed bag of results on most of these sites. And with the fact that they've been losing most of them, that mixed bag of results is starting to shift pretty heavily into the negative from an overall stats perspective. So 92 Dream Team need to be very careful. They've got that 5-1 on the defensive side, though, helping them out a lot here. Still only 1 round away from closing out on the match.
All right, well, Repel is going to be elected here for 92 Dream Team, as Doodle is going to do exactly what Maverick does. Torch open this wall. It's actually, no, it seems they've allocated to other pastures, as they are going to actually just end up blowing up the wall immediately. They don't really need anything. The only thing that was on there was a Kaid, and Kaid obviously can't get one of his Electro Claws on the wall fast enough to stop a Thermite charge once it is on the wall. So, all over is, all the angles will be covered. Pixel more than likely going to put an air jab above the garage door so no runouts can be committed to. Could all right on the back of Pulse play here from the likes of Rogue. Specifically, Vertical is actually, he's going to get caught out with a Nitro Cell in hand. Rexon begins to pop things off, but Shuttle will be able to get the refrag, and it tacks on once again with a double kill as Thomas tries to find that body, but it's not going to come through. Holding the side angle here. Still plenty of time left on the board, but as we've known with 92 Dream Team, the aggression will overflow as Doodle and Pixel will find 2 frags. Opening the door is going to be all left onto Shuttle and Eclipse. They have to shut this down, or they will be whisked away down the stream of despair once again. Eclipse to battle back. It's a 2v2. But no, Shuttle will be shut down. It's all left up to Eclipse. Not very much health. Diffuser starts to go down. Does he have any Toxic Babes to possibly stop this? He's going to get aggressive, but no! Pixel to shut it down! 92 Dream Team. First one to the final here for the West Coast Conference.
Shuttle on Jaeger made such an unfortunate timing mistake as well inside of Garage. There was a moment where he had been holding ADS down against the push from the main wall for so long, but he unscoped for about a second and a half, and it was during that time that we saw 92 Dream Team make the push in. Like, pure luck at the end of the day, right, that it works out that way, but so unfortunate, as he absolutely would have gotten that kill if they had moved in and probably stopped this execute from ever being a thing, taking us into another round and stopping this result from being true. At the end of the day, though, it's 92 Dream Team that take it, and they'll be our first West Coast team heading to the conference final for Stage 2 in a few weeks.
Absolutely. On a side note, thank you for making me a better shoutcaster. I appreciate you.
No problem,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Gotcha.
I hope you guys heard that. You hear that? You see that bro moment? You see that? It's respect. Anyways, despite that, let's get some replays on deck for you guys because you can see exactly how Clubhouse broke down. 92 Dream Team once again coming out on top in pretty handed fashion. Most of these rounds when 92 Dream Team had control were completely one-sided. Even when they didn't, we had an entire round that was an ace by Hyena, and I have to say, that man for me is going to be the MVP of the entire game.
We're both going to be in agreement of that once again, as he pulled off in an absolutely, well, sure, we'll get it here in just a few seconds.
It's truly, I hate to use gamer terms when I cast, but it was truly disgusting. Like, that should not be possible. That shot was just silly
That was
as well.
so
Like,
sweet.
Slashug's reaction time is gross. That's a triple kill. This flick right here is the one that really, really baffled me. They had the info on easily more than likely inside of there because they have Pixel and Valkyrie. Had that info outside on the tree over there that's by the CCTV wall. So, or excuse me, the CCTV window. They more than likely put a Valk cam in there, or they can toss it outside on the garage. But Hyena just knowing every single angle inside of that site, able to claim that round victory off the back of his efforts.
Again, they were catching on to the close bathroom play as they started to evolve too, so you can see the kill they just picked up there. This was a pretty, crazy round as well inside of Gym and CCTV. Really, nail-biter rounds across the board in the entire second half. It was really exciting to watch, especially the basement plays, because 92 Dream Team came so close twice in a row to, executing on the success, but Rogue had great utility usage, great passive play from them, and they did a fantastic job of holding on the basements, just not so much on those upper sites, which eventually would cost them the map. And as we see 92 Dream Team once again taking control of things and taking the first spot here in Stage 2 for our Western Conference Finals. It should be noted, though, if you're used to Stage 1's rule set, that it's going to play a little differently this time. You may have noticed that the dates for Stage 2 are a little bit longer in an overall scope compared to Stage 1, and that's because we're qualifying double the amount of teams for the Conference Finals this time. It's going to be 4 teams making it in instead of 2 like we had in Stage 1.
All right, well, off the back of that notation, thank you for breaking that down once again for everybody, so everybody can have a little bit of an understanding because we know it sometimes can be confusing for you guys. But we get to talk to a beautiful, beautiful man from 92 Dream Team. Let's get him inside of the Skype call, have a little bit of a conversation with our good friend, shall we? Well, welcome back, Doodle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So, do you want to give praise to Hyena now or later?
Well, Hyena was costing earlier in that round. I told him to watch my hatch, and I died to the hatch, so... But
this is why I love you. You're like, oh, he might have got the ace. I'm still going to hold him accountable. Why did you do that to me? Like,
I was so mad the entire round, and then when he finally won the round, I was so happy, all jokes aside.
Yeah, I would say, especially coming from your guys' game earlier, you guys played the information game on defense a whole hell of a lot better, my friend. So, despite that fact, going into Clubhouse... Again, especially after yesterday with your guys' win against TSM, I have to bring this up again. From your late teammate, we saw the tweet that he said once he saw it was Clubhouse, he already knew that it was over. How confident are you guys in Clubhouse, and what makes you so confident about this map? What fills you with that, okay, this is just our map, we can literally do whatever we want?
So, I mean, every team has their maps and has the maps that they don't like, and, Clubhouse just turns out to be a map that we do good at. It's not even our favorite map, and we come out swinging every time, but I don't think we haven't lost Clubhouse since we started playing it. And I don't really know how we play club so much better than other teams. Maybe because we have it down to a T with our bans, but
I think I got you on that. What it is you guys are aggressive at moments where usually people aren't aggressive. For instance, your run out of double door for bar. Like, no one, name the last time you saw somebody do that. That never really happens, especially for somebody holding down that garage, you know? So when you do stuff that's out of the ordinary, it throws people off. And I think that's something that your team especially does extremely well, is you are unpredictable. People always have to be aware of exactly what you're trying to do. Otherwise, they're going to get eaten alive. So despite that fact, moving on from that, switching gears over to you guys' offense, things started to slow down a little bit. You guys got punished on quite a few things by Rogue once it got swapped over, and as we saw earlier from Rogue, that their offensive sets were very, very slow, and you guys punished them on that quite a bit because of, again, your guys' aggressive playstyle. When you guys switched over to offense, though, that slower playstyle of theirs really works well on defense. How do you counteract that personally as a team?
So they had the slower playstyle because they had Echoes and Valks up all the time, 24/7, and it's hard to find them usually. So they had all the intel in the world. So that's why we decided to go with a Monty pick, because some people call it AIDS, and that's what we tried to, because it's hard to win an attack round against Echo and Valk with no counter. IQ's out of the story. So, and them playing slow just I think it was kind of they should have played a little bit more aggressive on their defensive runs, but like countering them was basically the Monty pick because they didn't take Monty on their attack, so I don't think they.
Uh-oh, his parents coming in.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No,
what?
it's my Amazon Echo. It's because I said Echo. hold on, let me go turn it down.
Alexa, play Despacito. Possibly, maybe. All right, well, actually, we're just going to shut him off right there. Doodle's going to come back and wonder exactly what happened. Production, guys, you got to at least let me say
just
goodbye.
Cut him off.
You're just like, no.
He left the chair. Get him out of here.
No, are we back? Dude, hi, friend. How are you? All right.
Back.
Well, that will be the last question for us tonight, my friend. So you do have a game coming up later this week. So who are you guys going to be facing off against in that matchup?
Are you talking about for Pro League tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're playing Dark Zero.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one.
Game.
A little bit of a barn burner there on Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, they have some big plans for us, I bet.
All right, my friend. I hope that you guys get an organization really soon. Again, guys, anybody that represents an org watching the stream right now, the people that you just saw beat Rogue and beat TSM yesterday, they have no org representation. Hit this man up on Twitter. Hit up Thomas. Hit up somebody. Get these people signed. Get them out of those full-time jobs. Let them do their work. Doodle, I love you, my friend. I will see you later.
Later.
Thank you once again, Stokes, for that very great interview.
Oh, I love you. I'm loving everybody tonight.
Okay.
You
just came out with that one.
Dude, I mean, hey, look, there's nothing good like brotherly love. That's just the kind of person I am. Once we're boys, it's just like I love my friends, man. I love them. So we're going to have CGG's MVP, which is completely wrong because I blame Spencer. Hyena. 12-6, plus 6 damage margin. Obviously, meaning he's got a 2.0 KD, and a cost is 64%, which is actually very high. So, and as we saw, a lot of the entry kills were off the back of Thomas. So, Hyena not going to have any of those, but still having a large impact.
Take a look at team stats in a second here as well and see how exactly things broke down on the team versus team side of things. Overall, though, that part was really even, I think, when we look at the overall stats. There was one point where like the top 3 or 4 fraggers on each team had pretty much identical stats going down the board. So I would imagine our team versus team matchups would be relatively even in that respect, but we'll try to get those results in a moment here and see if that is the case. Either way, though, that match is our final one for the day, so in a few minutes here we are going to be closing down the stream, but we still have a lot more action to come up this week, as on Thursday we're going to have our Eastern Conference open bracket playoff be going on as well, which will qualify our first team for the conference final on the Eastern side of things, and we'll continue to add on teams that on a week-by-week basis. We're going pretty much uninterrupted except for 1 or 2 weeks between now and the end of July to see what our next 2 teams are going to be qualified for LAN. We already had the Susquehanna Sonics qualifying stage 1 along with Team Reciprocity, and we still have to add 6 more teams to that list between now and the LAN finals at the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely a lot more Siege action coming up. But here is your post-match stats. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic.
So many numbers.
Shout out to Siege GG. We love you guys. Spencer, you guys do fantastic work. Guys, if you don't know who Siege GG is, siegegg.com. Over there.
Oh, just siege.gg.
Is it siege.gg?
Yeah.
Oh, cancel that. Siege.gg. Oh my goodness, I'm falling apart here at the end. At least it's at the end of the stream. That's fine. So, despite that fact, make sure you guys head over there. You guys can make an account, bet fake money on teams and stuff like that for fun, and it's a great time. Those guys put in so much work to try and show you guys exactly how good your favorite players are in this game. So despite that fact, I feel like 92 Dream Team is here to stay. I really feel it.
Yeah, but I mean, that seems to be the case, and we're going to have to see if that will continue to be the case when we reach conference playoffs. We can take a look at our results for one final time today, ladies and gentlemen. Team USA once again faltering and trying to make it through to LAN as they're taken down by 92 Dream Team in our final match today. But that wasn't all we had. Rogue still came out successfully against Claim Charm with a 7-3 win on Consulate. Before that as well, we started the day off with a 7-5 win as 92 Dream Team took down Boosted on Villa.
So, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you don't follow at ESL Rainbow Six on Twitter, you need to. You need to. The memes that they put out are fantastic. If you guys know the bro arm meme, where it's like the agreement in the center, it says Team Rec and 92 Dream Team are bad, and it's all the hands in the center. It goes knocking Rogue out of USN. Oh man, I love them so much. But I will be seeing you guys next week. Blue will be joined by Veli later this week. That is all from us today, you beautiful, beautiful people sitting at home. We love you all. We will see you later this week.